What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the nightly edition of Sooner Surge Double Trouble. Looks like Jay's been by a fire out at a campsite.
It's cold out in my garage.
Happy birthday, Brent Venables, 53.
Right.
And you're right, Brian. Today is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. God bless Sooner Nation. Thanks for being a part of Sooner Surge Double Trouble. Thanks for the prayers, Brian Holston, for Dad and for Ms. Venables. The USC meltdown is melting my heart. Yeah, warming my heart. Yep, it's funny.
They just keep losing them.
They keep losing them. Roy Manning, man.
Their best defense, two best defensive recruits they've ever gotten.
I haven't seen a Roy Manning Twitter video lately, Jay. I kind of need to see one of those.
I haven't seen one
of those. Up.
Hey, OU gets a big time commit from a tight end today. Really needed it. Was Sharp out of Southeast Louisiana. Had to have it. 6'5". 245. That'll play in the SEC. I'll take that any day.
Yeah. Look, is he going to start? Devon Mitchell going to start? Helms? I don't know, but at least there's depth now in that room where it was really thin as olive oil. I mean, yeah, and I'm talking about olive oil from Popeye, if you remember the show, Jay.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you were talking about.
Olive oil from Popeye, dude.
He's really athletic if you've watched any of his tape.
And like David said, thank God he can block. He is a good blocker. She was hot. All right, Naz, what's going on here?
She was not hot. Maybe do you think that they're doing all these movies now that are like live action? How about a live action Popeye? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, except sailors with an O there, Hunter. Hey, Jay, we got to tell our spinach story real quick.
No, move on.
Okay, hey, Caden Green to Missouri, Jay. What are you thinking on that? What's up, Lori?
Possibly still. I still am not sold that it's going to be Missouri. It could be, but I'm not 100% sold. I am hearing good things from Vandermark. He got crystal balled tonight. I'm hearing good things from him and the North Texas guy. So I think there's maybe a chance they could get both.
Hey, I did see where there's a connection with these Michigan State guys and Seth Luttrell because of their line coach.
Correct.
So maybe they're already familiar with the scheme. That would be massive. Both of these guys are massive, and they come from the Big Ten. So they've gone up against some big-time defensive linemen if you play Ohio State or Michigan or things like that. So I think that if you can land these two guys and maybe Fabechi, Jay, from North Texas.
Yeah, I think he'd be a great guy, interior offensive lineman. It'd be a good guard if you want to play him at guard. I think he'd be a great. Hopefully they land him. What do we got movie talking here?
We got Patch Adams, which
Robin Williams movies. Robin Williams movies.
He wasn't in Sling Blade, was he?
No, Billy Bob
Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. Greatest Robin Williams movie, one of the greatest, Miss Doubtfire.
Oh, love Ms. Doubtfire. Hey, Lori, I love that comment from Lori right here. That's exactly right. So we can.
He made a tweet, a like on a tweet today that was interesting.
What was it, Jay?
Something about somebody tagged Caden Green and said, "Aren't you happy to be away from that weird fan base?" And he liked it.
Sooner fan has two good comments. One, Good Will Hunting is a great movie. The second thing that I missed on, what was the other one? Does DG beat Dante Moore out of Oregon? I think that's going to be it.
I think the plan is DG plays, he sits. That's the plan.
Like they did with Arnold. I think that's the plan.
Hey, what was the movie with Robin Williams where he was like a poet? It was like a
Dead Poet Society, bro.
Dead Poet.
He was also in Flubber. Great sports movie.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't need a portal kicker if Liam Evans, right?
Liam Evans.
I mean,
yeah. Dante Moore will take over after Dylan. I think Dylan starts this year and then rides off.
David is funny today.
24-Hour Photo. That's a good movie.
It's the scary movie with Robin Williams.
It wasn't scary.
It's a horror flick.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's a creepy movie, Jay.
It didn't scare me, so.
Well, hey, Caden Green had to ask his dad to like the comment. That's hilarious, David. Way to bring it tonight.
Mess thinks Dante Moore will take over by midseason.
Probably because DG will be injured. It'd be tough for him to get through another season, I think. But
I must be
1 hour photo.
I must be thinking of a different movie
No,
guess,
it's disturbing. I agree. It's really
I'm
weird.
thinking of a different movie.
It's
Hey,
creepy. It's horrifying.
what about
That's right. Liam Evans, Lori.
what do you
Liam
think
Evans.
about the defensive end of Albany that OU offered tonight?
Okay, I watched this tape. If you guys haven't looked at this guy, when the live is over, go find the guy's tape from Albany. It's Onto Funyak. I think it's how
Junior.
Junior. Onto, yeah, it's a weird name, but he's 6'5". He is, his highlight reel is unbelievable, guys. He's out of Albany. He had 15 sacks last year. Are you?
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if anybody's watching the Under Armour. Danny Okoye is playing unbelievable in that game.
He is. There's some good highlights that are on Twitter going around.
Yeah.
The tight end, Blake, you're right. Huge help. Jay, last night I said this. I don't think it's changed, but Walter Rouse, McCade Matoyer, Bates at center, Sexton on the right side, and then someone on the left, probably Jake Taylor or Heath Azida.
Are you talking about for the bowl game?
For the bowl game. Yeah, that's what Hunter asked. Hunter Gross asked that.
Yeah, I think maybe I think maybe Ozida. I think he could get a lot of playing time in that game. He might get MVP tonight. He was a captain, and he's playing a heck of a game.
Hey, another day and still no help on the defensive line. You're right, Sooner fans. You are absolutely right. But I do think McClellan is still available. He hasn't committed. He went to Colorado and did not commit yet. I think that's a good sign because I think he knows what he's got at OU. He's got the offer there. They've offered McClellan.
Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't know what all's going on with McClellan. I thought he would have really committed by now. But
Everett won't be the center in the long run. Maybe in the bowl game, he's not going to be in the long run. He ain't in.
I would agree. I don't think he's in the long run. He's a guy that can fill in, but I don't think he's a guy that should be starting.
Hey, Cody, you're right. The defensive line that they're bringing in with Jaden Jackson, David Stone, signing day starts Wednesday. Jaden Jackson, David Stone, Nigel Smith. I'm going to miss someone. They're loaded with guys coming in. Now, ideally, maybe you want one more guy that's a veteran, but you do have DeJoun Terry back.
Yeah.
You have some other guys.
PJ, that was a good question up there, Hunter. Go back up.
I hit a button. Sorry.
The portal deadline's January 4th. Who is y'all sneaky good defensive player in the class upcoming? You go first, Jeremy.
Okay, I like Nesta a lot. Okay, but I'm not gonna go with that one.
I'll say mine.
Danny Okoye would be an easy pick.
I'll give you time to think about it. I would go with Wyatt Gilmore. Wyatt Gilmore on defensive end. I think he's very underrated. That would be my guy. I think he's very, very underrated, and he's sneaky good. See, I would say Jaden Jackson's a good one too, but I kind of think he's a lot better than what I don't know if I would consider him underrated, but
I kind of like Copenhagen's answer on Nigel Smith because, I mean, he's going to be a dude, and he's not talked about because of Stone and Jackson a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
O-line. So here's the deal.
They're going to get O-line help.
Let me talk real quick on the O-line, Jay. Spencer Brown, I think can be elite. Okay?
Yeah.
If you're to get Vandermark and Fabechi Maui,
that's good.
You're pretty good.
Well,
guys,
we'll see. We'll see how they pan out.
Fabechi would have been much higher recruited, but he was during the COVID time. He couldn't even go to any camps or anything.
Yeah. Hey, Mark's asked a question about the linebacker with P. He's talking about Phil Picotti. Phil Picotti still there. Yes. He had surgery earlier in the year. He's going to be a really good player for OU.
Hey, OU, we talked to OU basketball too, Okie Long guy. They're number 7. They're playing number 11, North Carolina. It's going to be a massive game on Wednesday night. If OU wins that, they're going to go into the conference season as a top 5 team and undefeated. And I've already said the ceiling is Final Four and the floor is Sweet 16. They're so athletic. Jay, go back to that. Sorry, I hit that. Hey, Ricky McCoy asked if McCade left the team. Where'd you
Don't
hear
know.
that, Ricky?
Don't know.
Where'd you hear that, Ricky?
Ricky, where'd you hear that?
For Stoops.
What's the question?
Who do you think plays for Stoops?
Drake Stoops is playing.
Yeah, I've not heard that he's opting out. Drake Stoops would never opt out.
Ricky, I don't know what you're talking about on the Fight at Practice. So tell us what you're talking about. I mean, I don't really know. Haven't heard that from a credible source. So
Mark's going to ask his dad. Ricky says multiple reports on 247. I have not seen on 247.
I don't know what 247 is. That insider or what?
It's like Rivals.
What's 247?
Mez, where are you hearing that at? I have an idea where you're hearing it, but I'm not going to say it. There's a lot of Okie Lawn guy. OU basketball. I love OU basketball. I've been an OU basketball fan for 40 years.
Hey, here's the deal. If there's a fight at practice, I don't think that's always a bad thing.
No.
I mean, the last thing I want to do is get rumors going in here. Captain Twitter. Okay.
There you go.
Captain Twitter.
I already said my thoughts on Cap last night. I don't even want to elaborate on the guy. I could say so many things about Cap, but I won't. I just won't.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's probably blown out of proportion, if I had to guess.
I'll just say this. Cap's also the guy who said that Marcus Major wasn't even going to suit up. Then he started one game, and then he said something else. Oh, he saw on the big screen something 2 days that was released, the depth chart, and it wasn't. I'll believe it when Venables comes out and says something.
That's right.
That's all I say on that. It is. It's drama.
Drama. Hey, what about what Texas is doing on the recruiting trail?
They're looking really good, Jay. Jay Jackson said Matoya in a walk-on got in a fight.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I mean, I really don't. So, like you said,
hey, guess what I would say? Guess what I would say? At least they're hitting. They're popping pads. How about that?
I've always been kind of a fan if there's a little fight in practice, honestly.
And you know, right? You know what, Jay? If McCade Matoya leaves, exactly what Mike said. If McCade Matoya leaves over a fight, then there's something way bigger than that, because McCade Matoya is not going to leave Jackson Arnold out to dry. He already said it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackson, I agree. Fabechi, we said this last night, I think. Fabechi, you're coming from North Texas. Latrell's already got a relationship there. He's very big. He would be a good get because of just if you look at the recruit. Again, he missed camps because of COVID back in 2020. He would have been much higher recruited. He had a walk on at North Texas, and now here he is getting an offer maybe from OU. Of course, he's going to come to OU if that's the case.
Yeah, and Sooner fans, right? McCade, I think I just said it last week on one of our lives. He's probably my favorite player to transfer in. The way he's handled everything, and he's been that guy. Like somebody hit DG, he went after him. Same with Stoops. He's a protector, man. I love McCade. So, the nastier practice, the better. Especially in bowl practice. It's probably weak bowl practice. Get out there and hit somebody. I like it. Physical, man.
Jay, you're lagging.
Really?
Now you're not. Hey, McCade Matoya, if he does leave the team, then that's kind of ridiculous. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to really comment unless I hear something. Anything. Okie Lawn guy says, I agree with you, Okie Lawn guy. The crowd for the other night against Green Bay was 10 times better than I thought it would be. 8 o'clock tips help. 8 o'clock tips help. It's at Charlotte. It's where the Charlotte Hornets play.
Yeah, it's Jumpman Invitational.
Team's already down there. The team's already there.
The game that you really need to get out to is their first Big 12 game, because the students will not be back on January 6th, and that's
I'll be at that one.
Iowa State. $5 tickets.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Hey, 405 boy asked, are there any defensive tackles left in the portal? Yes, we just mentioned the guy that OU offered out of Albany. I know it's Albany, but if you go look at his offers, it's Texas A&M, Florida. I mean, big time offers, and then also Florida State just had a defensive lineman in the portal tonight. One of their big defensive linemen. So there are guys still filtering in. USC is probably going to lose a couple more. Not that you want anybody from USC. I'm just saying.
Hey, and I also saw Jaron Bradley, the receiver from Texas Tech, is committing to Boston College.
I was dead wrong on him.
I was dead wrong too, but Jay, Emmett Jones had a great relationship with him. I'm sure Emmett Jones might have said, we're loaded. I mean, go somewhere where you're going to play all the time.
He ended up at Boston College.
Yeah.
I'll say it right now. I was 100% wrong. I probably should shave my head because I think that's the bet I made a year and a half ago.
You don't own up to your bets, Jay. Hey.
Oh, that's bull. You don't ever do anything.
Look, dude. I think Andrew Anthony, guys. Andrew Anthony was better than advertised. I did not think Andrew Anthony.
Will he be next year, though, coming off injury?
That's what you got to wait on and see. That's what you got to wait on.
Yeah.
David, I'll tell you why Emmett's not the OC. Zero experience calling plays.
You don't even know that he wants it, really.
I don't, but I'm just saying. Zero experience calling plays. Seth Littrell has that experience. Should have wore the Lumberjack shirts again, Jay.
I know. We need to. Hey, the linebacker that they lost out of USC is a stud. I don't know where he's going to end up, but he would be amazing. But I don't think OU's getting him, but he's a really good player. So's the defensive back, Damani Jackson.
If you do look at wait, we'll get to Curtis Tackett in a minute, Jay.
That's what I was talking about.
Hey, if you do look at the portal right now, OU's got, I think, 6 guys out of the portal maybe. They're all 4 stars or high 3 stars, like upper 80s. So, Okie Lawn guy, I was big on Seth Littrell. I still am. I know Jay liked Corn out of Liberty. Jay also liked Brennan Marion, as did Hunter. But
yeah, but
I'm really big on Seth Littrell.
The team, I think this is going to be better in the long run. I really do. Yeah, Tackett may end up at LSU.
Now,
I think a lot of it depends on Brian Odom. Where does he end?
Jay, if OU were to get Odom and Roof go, OU would probably get Tackett.
I mean, I know they have a pretty good relationship, but I don't know. But I don't know if he would come to OU still. I just don't know about that. Yeah, he's
OU's
from Louisiana.
OU's pretty set in the linebacker room.
Yeah, they only took one linebacker this recruiting class, James Nesta.
Lori, hey, Lori, I have the best cream corn recipe you'll ever have in your life.
You do? The one that's in the crock pot that you make?
It's Rudy's cream corn. I'll send it to you, Lori. It's the best thing ever.
Wow.
Make it for Christmas.
What do you do? To me, cream corn is you just throw a couple cans of cream corn in the crock pot and you add cheese.
16 tablespoons of sugar, Jay. It's unreal.
And cheese?
Jay, does Root share the rest? Hey, if you've ever had Rudy's Barbecue, it's a Texas place. They have a cream corn. I've got the recipe. Okay.
Cream corn, maybe. Cream corn is probably the most overrated food I've ever heard of.
Oh, you're unreal.
No, it is.
Wow. I'll drop it in the chat after the live's over. Hey.
Overrated.
Hunter actually agrees with you. I think Ted Roof says bye.
I don't think. One more year.
Butcher Barbecue in Wellston, yes.
Unbelievable. Yes. Their apple pie beans. Oh, apple pie baked beans, so good.
Yes, agreed. Jay, Coconut Greg, I highly disagree. Jay, it's time for trivia.
Time for trivia. We're going to start with basketball trivia tonight. Okay? Let's see who can get this. Jeremy, I'd be interested to know if you can get this one. It's a very recent one, so here we go. Porter's very first season. All I want to know, guys, who wore number 15 in Porter Moser's first season? Number 15. Jeremy, do you know it?
Oh, 15.
I'll give a hint if I need to, if they don't get it. But
did he play?
Dude, my toes are frozen out here in the garage.
Did he play?
Yes, he was really good, actually. Not Austin Reeves. It's going to surprise some people. There it is, Mr.
There it
Chad.
is.
Mr.
Shagwa.
Chad. Good job,
Ethan
Mr. Chad.
Shagwa.
Ethan Chargwell out of Tulsa.
It's Shagwa.
Chagwa. Was he the first one? Who made? I think we have to give it Mr. Chaz. He got the full name. Brian says Chikoyi. I mean, I can't give that to you, Brian. Sorry, bro.
Oh, that's weak, Jay.
What? How?
Hey, Jay, Shagwa.
You give points to everybody, man.
I know.
I wish
Shagwa
I was in your class. How?
Shagwa couldn't even play at this team this year. Hey, so Jay, tomorrow.
Agreed.
Portal tomorrow.
Agreed.
Vandermark, yes or no tomorrow?
I don't know about tomorrow, but I think soon they get Vandermark. Yes.
Okay. What about Fabechi?
I think they're going to get him. I just don't know when it's all going to happen, but I think they're going to land him.
I do too. I think they're going to get both guys. Ricky McCoy were twin brothers. Yes, identical twins. Identical twins. That's why it's called double trouble, even though we were pretty good kids.
Hey, wait. The next trivia is going to be a good one. Christmas related, buddy. Christmas related.
Oh,
right.
Hey, so look, bowl game, bowl prep. I don't know if you saw the highlight, Jay. Did you see the videotape from practice? Very short clip today.
Yeah, it was only like a 5-second clip. Don't tell me you saw something that just really, really.
Yes, I saw Jackson Arnold, and I can't believe the guy's going to be elite. He's unreal.
You can't tell anything from that.
I could tell from the video, Jay. His stature in the pocket, bro.
Well, he's taller than Dylan Gabriel, yeah. Dude, Dylan Gabriel was kind of getting roasted today on Twitter. I thought it was kind of funny, but not really. He posted the duck emoji because they were getting ready to get the commitment from Dante Moore, and the people in his replies were like, "You never did that at OU. Never did."
Yeah,
they're all over him, dude. I'm like, God. We're not mentioning his name though. Yeah, they're still talking about Popeye, dude. What video?
Boy, I think it was
just an OU football. Hey, I want to take a poll. Okay, how many people on here are watching from their phone, and how many are watching from a TV or a computer? I'd like to know.
Well, I'm doing this from a phone. Jackson,
and it was on Twitter.
Green.
Maybe they don't have Twitter. Some of them. I don't know.
I don't think Green and McClellan both go to Missouri.
Sooner fans on an iPad, phone,
dude.
Computer 3 in a row.
No one's TV right now. No one's TV, Jay. Oh yeah, the bowl game that's on.
Hey, how about that Old Dominion game? Wow, what a game!
I agree, Oakley.
I'd watch it from a TV. Why wouldn't you watch it from a TV?
Well, because it takes time to hook up.
No, what? YouTube?
Comment from the phone, watch on the TV. Okay, there's some TV watching.
Yeah, because if you have it on your TV, it's not hard to set up, Jeremy.
Ricky says Chris McClellan news.
Here's the McClellan news that I know. That he has not made a decision yet. We know he visited Colorado and Missouri, right? That was over the weekend. You got OU sitting in the waiting. We'll see. I've heard people saying, Jackson in here saying about Missouri. We'll see. I think OU's there, and we'll just see if he ends up going. I don't know if I'm sure NIL has something to do with it. If you go to the portal and you're a pretty good player, NIL has something to do with it. So,
well,
Mizzou.
We know.
Mizzou feels confident in anything they do. They make me sick.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
McClellan did get offered by OU. You know it's there. If he's chasing the money, he might go elsewhere. But I don't know how much OU would offer him, honestly.
Well, and that's
they're not going to drop the bag for McClellan, I don't think.
That's where the portal. That's where it's interesting. Is you got to figure out how much you're willing to spend on some of these players. Where a team like maybe Colorado might drop a huge bag to get him. Maybe a bigger school might I don't want to spend that much. It's a fine line, dude.
I agree. Drinkwitz is turning it around. You got to love him or hate him, but he is doing that. I promise you.
Do you love him or hate him?
Going to the SEC, I'm going to hate the guy, but this year I kind of like him. Lane says that OU is still waiting on Hicks. And Lane, I don't disagree with you. I'm just waiting on Hicks. Is he going to enter the portal?
Well, yeah, I mean, who knows? They could very well be doing that. We're going to have to wear matching shirts again tomorrow. People want to see us in the matching shirts.
We'll do it again tomorrow. Hey,
Sooner fan, you and another person have been saying that on the live for a couple of
I
weeks.
said that as well.
That you think he's entering the portal after the bowl game. So that'll be
a strong possibility.
Well, I mean,
strong
we'll see.
possibility. Someone earlier asked if there's any Sooners that are you think are going to portal after the bowl game. I've already said who I think it would be. I don't want to get on that again, Jay, but you know who I said.
I know. Man, there's a lot of people think he may enter after the bowl game. And that could be why, if you don't get a guy, maybe that's why. I mean, we don't know the ins and outs of it. That's for sure. You know?
Sooner fan agrees. Blake agrees.
Hey, where's he going to go, Ricky? When you say a blue big school, where? I mean, he's in the SEC. Yeah. Where are you saying, like?
Yeah,
what would be a step up from Missouri other than the big time school,
Okie
right?
Lawn guy, just stop, Okie Lawn guy.
What?
I heard Jackson Arnold's leaving for USC. Ridiculous. Hey,
yeah,
Lane says problem is you don't want to come up with nobody or settle for someone less talented. And this is the problem with all the portal. You get a guy in the portal from, let's say, North Texas, right? Let's say Favechi. And then next week or 2 weeks later, some 5-star from Bama O-line drops in the portal, and you're like, oh, man, that's just the way of the portal, man.
Yeah. I love this by Adam here.
They were burned by Hicks once. They were burned.
I love this by Adam. If you hit the portal after the bowl game, you probably know where you're going. That you got to get enrolled very quickly.
Jay, you think Ashik asked about? I do think Riley's going to the NFL, 100%.
He's going to the Chargers.
I'm 100%.
I heard 100%. I heard his. Did you hear his practice video today after practice? That guy's full of everything, dude. I just was unbelievable. Did you know he doesn't even have his defensive coaches picked yet? I mean, this is what's he waiting on? He hasn't figured it all out yet. He said, haven't figured out where all they're going to coach him.
Bad hire.
Who? Riley?
Elko.
Oh, Elko?
I think A&M had a bad. I'm not sold on Elko. Hey, go back to. I think it was Okie Lawn about in-state guys. I think here's what I think about this, and this is always, man. Jermaine Gretchen was good, Fred. Okie Lawn guy. This is always the kind of conundrum here. Conundrum of
that's a big word.
Yeah, you probably need to look it up, Jay.
What does it mean?
When you're basically a rock and a hard place, there's a problem here, situation, conflict. This is the problem with it. I like to recruit in-state guys, the good ones, but you just can't go get in-state guys if they're not very good. Hey, Brent Venables, I got in trouble for this on a live once when I said Brent Venables has the state on lockdown.
Yeah, that was a dumb comment. But hey,
Brent Venables is locking up all these guys that are in state.
And you're right. You got to get the number 1, 2 players. But there's a lot. Hey, I'll tell you a school that's doing really good.
You're going to say TU.
TU's ahead of OSU now, I think, in rankings.
Yeah. That's not.
They're getting some Oklahoma kids over OSU. Kevin Wilson.
There's Trap House booming with us tonight. Hey. One thing, Jay, that I like with the 28 or so commitments, 30, 31 if you count the preferred walk-ons, the PWOs, but they've got some West Coast guys. They've got some guys in the South, Louisiana. They got some guys in the Southeast as far as North Carolina, the East Coast. Really, they've done a good job recruiting the nation in this class.
Yeah, they have. But I don't know. The PWO, I love the PWO system and everything, but are they ever going to get on the field, some of them? I don't know.
Lori remembers that night. That was a good night, Lori.
That was a good night, Jeremy. That was a good night.
That's a good thing. Less chance of transfer. Hit the like button for the sake of Peter, Trap says.
Yeah. Wait, USC live stream starting in 1 minute. What are you saying, Mark? Let me go to that. There you go. Get on there and troll some USC fans. I didn't even know they had a live stream, Mark. It's like 11 midnight there, isn't it?
Jay, it's 2 hours behind us, idiot.
Hey, Mark, are you on the West Coast?
Jay, it's like 8 o'clock.
Oh, there. It's other way. That's right. Sorry, my bad.
2 hours behind.
My bad, boys. My bad.
Hey, OU's done it. The only other portal guys they're going to get, in my opinion, are O linemen, maybe a D lineman. I think otherwise they're done.
I agree with you. I don't think they're going to get a quarterback. I don't think they're going to get a backup quarterback. I don't think they're going to get any. They're probably for sure not getting any defensive backs. No linebacker. I think O line and D line. That's it.
The guy from Albany. Did you see who all's
He's good on him now? Who have they played? But he's good.
Did you see who all's in on him?
Yeah, a lot of people have offered him.
All kinds of people. He looks like a grown man. Travis Kelce looked like.
Yeah, he's like was he 6'5"?
6'5".
That's right. That's right.
Thanks,
Keep
Lori.
that going, Lori. Keep recruiting. Keep recruiting.
Do you think, Lori? Do your thing, Lori.
Hey, what do you think about Taylor Tatum next year? Being a baseball player, coming in late. Any chance he plays next year?
Sparingly, Jay.
You think?
Look, I think it's going to be Sawchuk, Barnes, Hicks, and Franklin. Those 4 guys.
Yeah.
Rick, I agree. And Rick, thanks for the super as well. Yesterday or this morning. Appreciate that. And listen, Rick, you're right. We're pretty much stacked everywhere else. The trenches is where you need it.
Yeah. Jackson, I don't know if he's redshirting, but he's coming in late. So he's not going to – it's going to be hard. I mean, that's the thing. Here's the thing with this class they got coming in. You got Tatum, baseball player. James Nesta, baseball player too. It'll be interesting to see how those guys fit in when they're in the spring playing baseball, you know?
Okay, Kim.
This is a good question. That's a good question.
OU's taken 6 or 7.
Who do you got? You got the tight end Sharp.
You got Dejon Malone.
You got Malone. You got Hunter can probably drop them all in here.
Spencer Brown. Samuel Franklin.
Yeah.
Dion Burks.
5. That's 5.
I'm missing one. There's 6.
I think they're going to take 3 more. 2 to 3 more.
I think 2. Ideally, Jay. Oh, there's 5 right now. I thought there were 6. There's 5. Ideally, Jay, you get to 9. You get 2 O linemen more and 2 D linemen. You're golden.
Yeah.
And here's what I would like for those to be. Dream situation. Dream scenario. I would like to get, I don't know about dream, but I think realistically they're going to get Fabechi and Vandermark on the O-line, finish that out. That's 3 O-linemen that could start next year possibly. And then I think they're going to get, I do think McClellan will end up a Sooner. I just have a feeling about Bates and that relationship. And I would love to get the guy from Albany, which is sad because I would not have said that 2 days ago. But if you go watch 15 sacks, I don't care who you're playing.
Yeah. Lori's asking if we do anything special around Christmas. We used to, but not as much anymore, I don't think.
Special for what?
Yeah, I think anything special at Christmas. We do the basic stuff. Nothing special.
Maybe she's asking what we're going to do on Double Trouble for Christmas.
Oh, maybe so. Let us know if that's what you're talking about. Jerem, you're always dreaming, Jackson says.
Jared Verse was from Albany. That's right.
You're
Did you see
dreaming,
Marvin
Jeremy.
Jones Jr.? Marvin Jones Jr. is going to be a Seminole.
Always dreaming.
Thor, I would love Hicks or McKinley. McKinley's not a portal guy.
Yeah,
Hicks
and
McKinley, but he's not in the portal. He's not in the portal. So.
No, we're going to not know anything on that for a couple weeks on any one of them. So
no Coke none of that, Mark. Jalapeno cream corn I've had too. It's really good.
Your family.
Oh, yeah, our family
for your family.
Our family does. We get together, we eat, we do our exchange. We usually wrestle in the living room. Jay and I
Couch football.
Play fumble game, football. Oh yeah. Play a
Now-
lot of Jackbox TV. If you've ever
Hey.
played those games.
Jay, I disagree with you here. I disagree.
I actually don't now, Jay.
Dude, you just a week ago, when Caden Green went in the portal, you were losing your mind. Now you think everything's all perfect.
It's 3-for-1, Jay.
I don't care. It's Caden Green, dude.
I agree, but it's 3-for-1.
You just said you agreed with the other side of it. Which one do you agree with?
Long term, Caden Green was elite. For next year, Spencer Brown can do the job.
He can hold up. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think he can play. Yeah, but
I'm not
he's
talking
Caden
about
Green.
CG or DG or EG or FG. How about that?
What?
Hey, worst present I ever got. Golly. I don't even know what that would be, Jay.
I
The
got
best
one time
present.
got a picture from Italy. Somebody went to Italy and they framed a picture for me.
Oh, wow, Jay.
Yeah, it was bad.
I remember that. I wouldn't be saying that on here.
What?
I wouldn't be saying that on here, Jay. They
Why?
may be watching it. They may be watching it.
I don't even remember who got it. Hey,
Adam, if OU lands Hicks, McKinley, or anyone, we always will put a video out as soon as it's done, and we'll have an emergency pod if we need to, for sure. Follow the Sooner Surge.
Hey, they're still on here, Okie Lawn Guy. Hunter's running the chats. Jackson, he's in the chat, but he does video still. Brody is doing some stuff with Insider, so
He
still
does
does
the graphics.
Still does graphics for the Surge. So
And
they're still
Hunter, who is running the chats, is at OU, student at OU, majoring in journalism. So
Jackson's going next year.
Jackson will be at OU next year. He's big time on the Bigsby high school football team video crew. So they're still at it in the industry and hoping that they keep pursuing it and do great things. But yeah, they're still with us. Thanks for asking. Fire extinguisher. Wow. Hey, I think someone said EPL or Brooks. Yes. Both.
Yes,
They're both really going to be good. And Daniel Akinkumi has the biggest upside of them all.
I mean, yeah, he's good. Those three guys are all really good. I think they're going to be really good class.
The class that Beatonbow has brought in this year is top notch.
It's one of his better classes.
Any other class he's had.
It's one of his better classes.
Oh,
hey, second trivia.
Socks are always.
Hey,
I don't like socks, but you got to get socks and undies, man.
You know what's crazy? Socks are one of my favorite gifts every year. What kind of socks do you wear? Just like Walmart's or what?
Your regular ones, Jay.
I wear these ones they're expensive. They're like $20 a pair.
I don't think Bama's winning it this year.
Hey, second trivia. We're on Christmas presents.
Mez, you're right, Mez. You're right.
Here we go. Second trivia. Jeremy, we'll see if you know this one too. I don't know if you do. Did you know today's the 57-year anniversary of Grinch, the movie Grinch?
No, I didn't.
The television show Grinch. Okay, 57-year anniversary. In the song, what does it say? The brain is full of. His brain is full of what?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Don't sing. That's awful.
Really? Oh, I don't know this song.
His brain is full of. Here you go. Put it in there. See who gets it.
Lori wears some expensive socks.
Me too, Lori. And they help your feet, dude. They're great. They're unbelievable.
Hey, Jay, two spiders.
Sooner fan. Boom.
Sooner fan got it first tonight.
Hey, look at this. Sooner fan barely got in ahead of Ashik. Ashik would have closed the gap to a half point.
Ashik barely got ahead of Sooner fan last night. Okay, guy, I have not gotten my wife. Actually, my wife's getting a Apple Watch.
Do you buy your wife gifts for Christmas?
No, we usually buy each other like a big gift together, like a
so
TV.
She's getting an Apple Watch. What are you?
So I can watch the bowl games, a bigger TV or something.
Hey, if she's getting an Apple Watch, what are you getting?
I probably won't get anything.
What? How does that work?
I buy her something. I tell her not to buy me something. Hey, I may get a mic for my phone so I can be louder.
That is something you would do.
I may be louder on here.
You're the epitome of a one-upper, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Hey, yeah, I may be louder on this thing next year, guys.
you're an epitome of a one-upper. You're like, here's you an Apple Watch. Don't get me nothing. So you can be like,
Actually, Mark, hers is a Samsung watch. It's not Apple Watch. Hey, Hunter, earlier someone said Brooks is the only one we lost. Mez or someone, I don't know if it was Mez. I actually think Casey Poe was a big loss too. But the 2024 O-line class is better than the 2023. And I'm going to say this again. Daniel Akinkumi, he's played like 15 football games his entire life. He's going to get over here and beat. You're going to be so impressed with Daniel Akinkumi. I can't say enough good things about that guy.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think we talked enough on here about Bauer Sharp, the tight end they got today. I think that's a huge deal for us.
Let's talk about it in a second. But first, kudos to Josh Crenshaw. Thanks, Josh Crenshaw, for the super. And let's read this question. Will BV start true freshman on the D-line next year? Sometimes the Philly sticks with seniority too often. Look, BV's biggest weakness, in my opinion, outside of game management, is loyalty. I think PJ Adebawore should have played a lot more, and he didn't. Next year, I think Grayson Halton could have played more. He's young. He didn't play enough. David Stone, Jaden Jackson, all those. I think you got to rotate some D linemen in. Rotate them in. The Eagles must have lost because of what Hunter just said.
There's no way the Eagles lost to the Seahawks tonight. Drew Lock was quarterbacking right now. Drew Lock is quarterbacking tonight.
I agree. Where did he play college at, Jay?
Hey, David Stone is going to play next year.
What was the score, Hunter?
David Stone's going to play next year. Don't you think?
I think Jaden Jackson is as good as David Stone.
Yeah, he's not as good as David Stone.
I think he is.
He is, Jeremy. That is unbelievable.
I can say what I want, Jay.
He's a good player. He's not as good as David Stone.
Okay.
Eagles lost.
I don't think it's over yet. 20-17, 28 seconds left. Jaden Jackson, massively underrated. Thank you.
I agree he's underrated, but I'm not going to say he's better than David Stone.
Hey,
that's a
what
good
about
question.
The defensive busts and breakdowns? Thor, I think here's what I can say, and this is a fact. There were less defensive breakdowns and busts this year than last year. That's a good thing.
Why is it thinking? Is it mental? Is it because the defense is complex, maybe?
We know it's complex.
That's what I'm saying. Is that why they have so many breakdowns?
Possibly. Look, David Stone, he does credit Jaden Jackson because he's able to, play next to him. At OU, he'll be Deshaun Terry, I think, is a dude. So,
yeah. Hey, Fred, he played quarterback in high school. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but
he was a lineman at OU.
Yeah, but he played quarterback and tight end before he went to the line.
Absolutely. The Eagles are going to go get a field goal and tie it up. I promise you.
Hey, Thor, I understand what you're saying here, but look at Peyton Bowen last year. Peyton Bowen played quite a bit.
And he played 3 positions.
So, I mean.
More PJ, please. Agreed. More PJ.
I agree with you. I agree.
And
can you believe OU was ranked number 7 today in basketball?
I can't believe it, Jay, honestly. In high school, Lane Johnson was a
quarterback, I thought.
Okoye did really well, it looked like, in the bowl game. There's a lot of good highlights that he made off the edge.
Hey, and I don't want to make a promise and guarantee it, but Thursday night, you want to be on this live, there's a chance we might have Okoye on here. So just
between 9:30 and 10:15, you're going to want to be on it. We're trying to get a few of the players who sign on here just to chat with us.
So just FYI, put it in there in your calendar. You're going to be on here anyway. You always are. So
hey, if Baycock plays for North Carolina, it's going to be a good matchup, especially Hugh Lee against him. Sam Godwin's the best offensive rebounder in the country. That's a fact. And OU's going to get after North Carolina defensively. It's going to be a fun track meet on that one.
Yeah, I watched some of the North Carolina-Kentucky game the other day. They got up and down the floor. It was a good game.
Baycott didn't play, though, Jay.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I didn't think he played that game.
He played. I watched him. Yeah, he played. The thing about him is he can get into foul trouble really easy.
Yes.
So
agreed. It's going to be fun. It's just the fact that we're talking about basketball in December is fun. Yeah, we're talking this Thursday, 3 days from now. I don't
7 days
think
till Christmas.
we did not. We had him on the pod a couple times, right, Jay? We did not ask him if he was related to the Nigeria.
He's not related to Christian Okoye.
He's not related to
Christian Okoye on Tecmo Bowl, stud.
He was as good as Bo Jackson, maybe.
No, that's a dumb comment.
On Tecmo Bowl.
He wasn't nearly as good as Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl. Not even close, Jeremy.
They're both good. Hey, ball game, they said. I guess the Eagles lost. Wow,
Ball says ball game.
Dallas still has an opportunity, Hunter. Are you crying?
No, they don't. They don't own the tiebreak over Philly.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Philly
Dallas
lose out.
Dallas still
Philly might lose out.
Dallas
Hunter, I told you, watch out for the Seahawks.
Jeremy, Dallas has Miami and Detroit left. They're probably going to lose them both. That cannot beat winning teams. So,
okay, we'll find out. But hey, listen, Jay, let's end it with this, Jay. Does OU get Vandermark?
Yes.
Does OU get Fabechi Mwai?
I think they do.
Does OU get McClellan?
We've already discussed that. I think
does
they
OU
win.
get McClellan?
I'm going to say no.
Does OU get the Albany? Anton Funach?
I think there's a chance. I don't know enough about that recruitment yet. I just know that OU offered.
Okay.
So
well, I know one thing. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel. If you're not, thank you so much for being on here, Lori. Thanks for getting people to like our channel. We appreciate you so much, Lori. Josh Crenshaw, thanks for the super that you gave earlier. Yeah, Jay.
And the big news of the day, tight end. Got that spot they needed. They really needed the tight end. They got him. Huge get for Oklahoma. 2 years of 2 years of eligibility, very athletic, can throw the ball up to him, makes plays, really good runner after the catch. He played
good blocker.
Yeah, so it's a great game.
Beth Luttrell's going to love having him and Joe John Finley. So thanks again for being part of the Sooner Surge Double Trouble. You're not just part of it. This is a family. This is a community. We appreciate you all. Until tomorrow night, Boomer.
Sooner.